Hey, beautiful soul. Welcome back to Arcane Alchemy. I'm the mystical medium, and on this channel, I co-create with Source Consciousness to bring you all of the codes of transmutation, all of the practical tools of soul alchemy that are going to help you on your process of individuation and self-actualization. That's coming back to the true gnosis of who and what you are, the extension of Source Consciousness that came to play in interdimensional magic and create in the 3D everything that you've ever dreamt of and desired. It's all about alignment. It's all about energy. It's all about becoming the alchemist. So that's what we're going to talk about today. How and why becoming an alchemist will change everything in your life. Everything. You will not go back to being the same person. This new life is going to cost you your old life, but I promise it's a trade-off worth having. So much fun when you become fully tapped in, fully turned on, and fully aware and conscious of how to play in this matrix of the mind. So welcome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing your energy with me. I started my journey with this. It's been years ago, but I didn't really truly start tapping in and playing and understanding the true power until maybe the last 6 months to a year of my life. And it's changed everything. That's why I created this channel, because it's just everything. Like, when you start to understand the power that you truly have to influence both your life and the lives of others in a positive, impactful way, and you start to notice how the universe is you inverse, that you are projecting outwards through your perception and drawing and magnetizing the types of experiences that you are having internally. Life becomes so fun. Life becomes so free. Life becomes easy because you stop taking yourself seriously. You stop allowing yourself to be limited by yourself, by your parents, your peers, society. You get to decide as an alchemist, as the conscious co-creator, what is true for you and who you want to be and who you don't want to be and what no longer aligns with you. And you don't owe an explanation to anybody for the way that you show up in the world. Now, don't be an asshole. Don't go around just doing a bunch of crazy shit just because you can. Have the accountability, have the responsibility to show up in a way that is in alignment with your truest, highest self, because that is ultimately what an alchemist does. They alchemize, transmute those really heavy, lead-like, difficult situations and experiences that they've gone through into their most golden opportunities for success, expansion, growth as a soul, as a divine being. They're no longer influenced by those past experiences in a negative way. They glean the wisdom. They take the lessons. They understand that everything is a lesson in consciousness. Everything is designed to propel you towards the life of your dreams. When you start to view life this way, you release the need to control, the need to know, because you trust in your own magic and you trust in the magic of the universe, of nature, of everything around you. You have this deep understanding that I am one with everything, and I can draw on, in deep gratitude, the energy of everything around me and help me co-create my desired reality, my dreams. So who do I want to be? How do I want to show up today? What would it look like? What would it feel like for me to live in the timeline of my dreams? Body, match that vibration. Spend time in meditation. Spend time in nature, grounding. This planet is beautiful and incredible and holds all of the experiences in contrast that you can have. So it has both ends of the polarity of the spectrum, and then it has everything in between. And you get to decide by how you're showing up, by how you're watching your energy, how you're utilizing your energy, how you're paying attention to where your thoughts are going and your actions, You get to decide what types of experiences and contrasts you want to have and what type of world you get to see, you get to be on. Because guess what? There are millions of timelines happening on Earth right now, and you can decide which one you want to be on. Do you want to be on the one that feels anxious, that feels stressful, where you're burdened with bills, with all of these expectations that your family has for you? Or do you want to decide, you know what, this is my life. At the end of it, no one else is going to look back and have any kind of say about the way I lived. Only I can decide that. It's such a beautiful, freeing gnosis, that deep understanding of, oh shit, nobody else's opinion matters. No one else is living my life. So why am I allowing other people to determine my actions, the way that I show up, how authentic I can be? Stop stifling yourself. Stop limiting yourself. You were intended for so much more. You were never intended to be limited. So tap back into your limitless potential as a divine creative being, as a divine alchemist, and watch your world forever change. When your perception changes and you stand in your power, nothing will stay the same. People will fall out of your life that are not intended to be there, that were holding you back. Jobs, you might lose a job, but guess what? With every loss, there's a new opportunity for something better. Start adopting that mindset. There's no such thing as a block, only divine redirection. Your higher self has this whole perspective of everything, of all the potentiality, the possibilities that are available for you. And you only have this one limited perception until you start to tap in and be in good communication with your higher self, with your intuition, with your guides, which are just archetypal codings that are encoded into your field to assist you with certain pieces of wisdom and knowledge. Once you start to tap into that, you understand, okay, like I might not see right now from my human perspective why this is happening, but I trust that's something better. I trust that there's a reason for it. I trust my own magic to create something better, to call in something better. What would I rather do now that I'm not limited by this thing that was obviously not in alignment with me anymore, or these people? What types of people do I want to call into my experience, to connect with? So start thinking about the way you would show up in your highest, truest timeline. That's how you start becoming the alchemist, and that's how you change your life forever, because you're opening yourself to new fields of consciousness. You're opening yourself to new ways of thinking, new possibilities that previously you had shut yourself off from, because maybe you didn't believe that they could be true for you based off, once again, what other people have told you or what other people have done. But if you look and see, you can find evidence for every single thing that you've ever dreamt of, desired. Someone has already done it, so you can too. And if you've dreamt it and wanted it and desired it, it's intended for you. It may not be at this specific time. Spirit might say, not right now. Your higher self say, not right now. You're not in resonance with that. You have to become a certain version of yourself in order to hold the frequency of X, Y, or Z. But fall in love with the process of creating the life of your dreams. Don't be so caught up in the destination. Think of your life and yourself, your body, your health, everything as a grand experiment. Every day, wake up. How much magic can I be today? How much magic can I see and co-create? That's been my favorite mantra for the past several weeks now. And it changes the way that I show up to my day. I start to notice little things that I probably would have missed a few months ago. I reflect back at the end of my day. What was my most magical moment today? What am I most grateful for today? When you do that, you open yourself up to receive more from the universe, because it's limitless. just like you. I love you all. If you found this video helpful, please leave me a comment down below what you took from it. Share it with someone that you feel like needs to hear this message. And if you're not already subscribed, I would love to have you around if you want to get more content all about magic, mysticism, and divine alchemy. So thank you for your time and energy. And until next time, be the magic.